Oh, it doesn't look like a remake.
It doesn't look like a remake.
I'm worried now. Like, no way, no way, no way. They're pulling out an Alucard against Unique. Enjoy your meals, fans, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I know there are a lot of Alucard users here, but you know what? The realest guy in the room right now is Jason. He pulled that Alucard in professional play.
It's nuts. It's nuts. I genuinely thought, nah, this has to be a remake, right? Like, nobody just picks Alucard out of nowhere, and now they're just going through with it. It's time.
I was supposed to say that as well, but knowing them, they picked the Hanzo, so expect the unexpected.
This is mad. This is mad, but let's see how this is going to be playing out. Starting off from the Soul of Lava, he's going to be pathing up in towards the Gargoyle and finally picking off on towards Purple Buff here. Now the rest of the team, especially for Unique, they're going to have to start thinking about this because, again, it takes a long time for Alucard to scale into this game being a primary damage dealer, but LY4 will take control during that mid game.
And Sync Lil having a bit of a, you know, back and forth here. Like, Sync really wants to hit Lil, but Lil just, you know, keeps the distance and tries to go for those flowing bloods. But you know what? Lil is at a bit of a disadvantage here.
Oh yeah,
because he cannot get his orbs.
I mean, of course, but again, it really doesn't matter. Like Lil can just walk up, just auto attack Yuzong. Doesn't really have to interact with him. Wait for the wave to push into him, and just will clear it naturally. I mean, he doesn't really have to do too much. He's at a safe distance, and he's never going to be put in any real danger until level 4.
But although he's not getting his orbs, the thing is, he is still getting, you know, the gold, and he has the mystery shop on him. So that means it's his power spike is going to be a bit earlier than most.
Much earlier. Oh, they found it. They found Jason. They were already waiting on towards that mid rush, and now they're going for a full punish. Sync trying to make something happen here. His passive is already active, but he might end up dying in the process. Oh my goodness. Sana was able to get the fastest feathered airstrike I have ever seen off.
I mean, for Alucard, when you're hitting people, you can sustain yourself. But if you cannot move and get popped like that, I mean, yeah, good job.
I mean, honestly, it was a mistake on RSG's part, and Unique took full advantage of it. They trade 1-for-1, however, which is a little unfortunate, but let's see if they do it once more. KZP walks out with smart missiles to protect himself from that power of nature, but the rest of the team is going to be backing away. Looking down back on bot side, LY4 having to deal with Defender here, who's doing a pretty good job.
And it seems to me that Unique Devo, they're putting Defender in spots where we need you onto the middle lane. Let's win this fight. But for LY4, RSG is like, okay, just farm. If we mess up, carry us later. You're our insurance policy.
All right, if this doesn't go well, we need you to do the work.
We need you to do the work. We'll help you.
Oh no, Sunset Lover. He goes out of position just to make sure Jason has a bad time. Lil flickers on out of there. Doesn't want to get caught in that flame shot, but Sunset Lover now trapped in position, giving another kill. Is going to be going over towards, towards RSG side.
The only problem with Alucard right now, he's heavily kiteable by the play or the heroes here by the side of a Unique Devo. If you think about it, you have the Benedetta. If Alucard doesn't have the dashes anymore, how will you chase down the Benedetta?
Oh, that's true. That's true. It is a pretty difficult situation to be in, and KZP just making sure that he is trying to, doing tank things as a support, just making sure he's getting vision, making sure he's putting pressure on his opponent. But when you're up against something like Grok, who has that, who just, as long as he sticks by walls, his passive procs in, oh look, I'm unCCable and I can just walk in and walk out freely.
RSG right now just trying to give Jason a bit of space. I mean, Jason didn't have the, best 2 minutes of his life. So
that's fair. That's fair. I can definitely understand. Let's have a look at the items actually to see how far he is or how behind he potentially is. LY4, Calamity Reaper already bought. Talk of Destiny being purchased by Lil here. Next Turtle coming up in the next 2 minutes. But so far this game has been pretty stale for the large majority of it. Nobody's making too much of a play. RSG aren't pushing for anything, knowing that they're going to be one man down. And Unique, as long as they stick together and play for the macro,
Oh!
it will work out. Unstoppable Force onto Sunset Lover as well as a Feather Airstrike, checking out 2 people. It's looking so good. Jason picking up one for himself. This was a really good pick coming out of KZP. Looked kind of trolled to begin with, but when the rest of Unique came tumbling down, Sana said hello. Feathered Airstrike.
That was a good initiation coming out from KZP. He just went straight for that ejector. Look at this. He answered the problem already, which is Sunset Lover. Sunset Lover was forced to go out. He didn't have enough chances to, you know, set up his ultimate, go for a good knock-up. And what happened there was another dead Alucard in the middle lane.
I mean, it just happens sometimes, you know? You go in really hard. What Alucard struggles to do is get out of these situations. Oh, but LY4 having to get away with the Xammen Force. When you have Defender as well as a Yishin Shin on your back, you got to be careful. KZP looking for an opportunity to try and turn this around. As you can see, that Sync trying to 1v1 one-shot and actually winning it out in his Black Dragon form. He's going to go for one more. Ooh, Defender manages to get on out of that with his eye for an eye, perfectly blocking the damage.
Looking at it right now, as long as Sync is having a good time, I don't think one shot is safe.
Yeah, one shot is gonna struggle.
Yeah, one shot is gonna struggle. One shot is gonna get chased down by the Black Dragon form, and you can bet that it's either he's gonna die or he's gonna get back to base.
That's fair. That is fair. But what do they do at this point in time for Unique? Once again, like, they're in a pretty good position. I wouldn't say they're too far behind as well.
But you know what? Sync here, he's just, you know, staying in lane, just trying to do it as much as possible. And I think for Unique Devo, they just need to keep on securing the objectives. I mean, they are a poke composition. So as long as they position themselves properly, I think it would be great. But Sync here isn't backing down. Harith there goes down as well onto the top lane.
Oh, looks like they just got absolutely doved on there, and LY4 is the one to be punished. Sawo just making sure he is doing his job as a tank, giving that information, and more importantly, just cutting off those flank routes.
And as you can see here, the turtle is the main priority here for the side of Unique Devo. They get it, and they get an advantage over RSG.
Yeah, RSG is going to continue to try and hold out here until Jason is up to par. He has died 3 times, but at least he was able to get a kill and a major. Oh, he's so close to getting one more, but unfortunately, he is going to get blocked off as KZP is going to be biting the dust this time round. Jason is just going to get another assist there as he goes back into the jungle.
So I guess that is the purpose in life here for that KZP Jawhead.
Yeah,
he needs to keep catching Sunset Lover, or else Jason is not gonna have a good time.
Oh, Jason, he's not even gonna challenge that, but he's able to get the buff in time sync, getting some good damage in. However, he isn't going to be wasting using his ultimate this time round. One shot caught out of position, hit by the Feathered Airstrike, doesn't get out of there in time. He overstayed his welcome, and he finally gets punished for it.
Okay, so one shot there needs to be mindful of his position.
Where should he be standing then?
Well, I think anywhere, as long as he's not near the Alucard. Anywhere but not near the Alucard.
As long as he doesn't push his luck with Jason here.
Because the thing is, you overstay your welcome. You try to get a lot of these minions. But then again, if you could have just moved to another lane, you could have gotten the same gold. And you didn't have to go down.
Yeah. And, I mean, do they win in the team? Does Unique actually win in a full-blown team fight at this point in time?
That is the question, because right now LY4 is online and they're trying to fight this. Look at this. But a lot of ultimates were used. If Unique Devo wants to fight, now's the time.
I mean, they could. I mean, Benedetta is running up. They do find that first initial kill onto KZP, but again, KZP, he has taken the emblems just for it. He got to pull himself together, and he just comes back up pretty shortly after.
Unique Devo. They really need to look at their options here. Defender trying to run away, and Sync just being the king of the bottom lane. Not really giving any space for those who actually try and stay and contest him there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a tough one. Final blow coming out of Defender. He just wants to clear this wave and then just walk away. And it's not like Sync can actually catch him in a lot of these situations.
Well, Sync here, he knows that he cannot catch the Benedetta, but as long as there is a way to deal damage, he will do that.
Yeah, he tries to turn this around and the rest.
Oh, Sunset Lover!
Oh no! KZP, he's so out of position, he's trying to get out of there. He flickers on through, Sync trying to get some damage in, but again, it's looking messy. LY4 can't seem to get on out of there. He manages to get a Chrono Dash to protect himself the last bit of health, but Salvo with a wild charge comes in hard with the help of Sunset Lover, absolutely demolishing the rest of RSG. It's going to be a 3-for-2 trade.
Sunset Lover really loves the idea of heroes going in front and trying to take his allies down. Whenever Jason goes to the front line and he sees the dash, he always throws out his ultimate, and that's it. That's the only thing that they need.
Yeah, I think at this point, if Sunset Lover catches at least 2 to 3 people with his ult, it's pretty much over for RSG if they don't have a flicker or some sort of ability spell to get on out of it.
And look at this unique Devu. They actually have the upper hand right now. We did see them get the upper hand, but it was the early game. But right now, this is kind of the late game. It's almost 12 minutes. Let's see how longer will they take, this kind of lead in their hands and not let it slip out.
Well, we're just gonna have to wait and see here, because I feel like RSG, they do this more often than not, that they like extending it towards the later stages of the game. But I mean, the way that Unique has drafted kind of puts a big question mark here. So let's see how much they can snowball off of this. Sync having to get on out of there. He sees one shot. This is an awkward position to be, but can he? Oh my goodness! A full combination, not missing a single ability. Sync takes out one shot in one shot. But Sunset Lover is trying to bail the rest of the team out. Lil not being able to get on out of there. He tries to go with the flowing bud, but it still doesn't cover enough distance. Defender also rotating just in time. Sees KZP, gets a little bit of damage, but unfortunately not enough to put him under lethal pressure.
And you know what? Yuzhong Sync, he was running away. He was running away from Lil, and he just, Defender, but he just saw one shot and literally just one-shot him with one full combo, and that is it for his life. But the Harith pick off there, that was crucial. Make that too as they take down Alucard as well.
Yeah, and this means that they are going to be resetting the Lord, and RSG once again getting punished for these objectives. It's so difficult for RSG to take these neutral objectives.
Because of all the, control potential that, Sunset Lover has. I mean, Sunset Lover right now is playing like a monster.
Yeah, I mean, he absolutely loves the fact that every time these neutral objectives comes up and RSG just kind of gather together all in one place, it just becomes a juicier target for him.
But he has... Well, for the side of RSG, they have no choice. It's either they put Shawhead on Veil duty, or it's the only thing that you can do. Will you send Sync to chase down after Sunset Lover when he can go for the, one-shot Yi Sun Shed?
I'm not entirely sure, but let's see how Jason scales up into this game. Let's have a look at the items to see how far he has come here.
Yep.
He hit level 14, and it looks like he is just almost breaking in towards that Blade of Despair.
And he is, he is late in his items. He should have had his Blade of Despair if this was a normal game, but Sunset Lover is doing a great job containing people onto the side of RSG.
Yeah, KZP is still doing it, and even though they lost in the inhibitor turret, it's no big deal as long as they keep up this run. And Sync getting some good damage onto Sunset Lover. They push him out, but Lord finally going down. This could be the option that they're looking for. Sync getting a great knockup. Can he find one more? No, he doesn't, but he lands and still survives. It comes with a feathered airstrike as well. Again, everybody is at literally 1 HP. One shot, 1 HP. Defender, he's got 20% of his HP. Even Lil is at 1 HP.
Will this be our first 3-game series for the group stages of day number 1. We only had 2 zeros, but right now, Unique Devu, they might take 1 game away from RSG.
Yeah, they might. They might actually be able to do this, and I don't know whether, like, what went wrong? Was this Alucard pick that costly?
I mean, looking at his score right now, 263. He's not doing his job, obviously.
Yeah, he is. I mean, Jason is struggling getting in on this. Lil tries to bait out with something with the flowing blood as well. Doesn't get, you know, luckily the ult is still is a toggle. They changed it to a toggle, which is nice. ZP getting really hurt coming in from the wind blades from Sunset Lover, but again, missing all 3 inhibitors, super minions coming in from every single wave. Unique finally have an option, but Sync going to be starting off this initiation with KZP unstoppable force onto one-shot. He is able to flicker on out of there, but this allows Sync getting a triple knock up there, looking for any options here to get the kill, but he finally goes down. One-shot able to kite it perfectly, and Jason as well could not seal the deal. This is it. Unique finally find their first win in M2 against RSG, but not yet. Not just yet. They cleared the wave. Sana saves it for a little bit longer.
Will this be a deny of this win? Let's see, can they defend this? RSG, they are running on fumes.
Yeah, they are, and finally out there's the angle. One shot, oh, he gets locked down, but that's gonna be it.
That's gonna be it.
GG, well played, going over to Unique
Alucard. And you know what they say, sometimes people, when they draft these weird out of the meta picks, you try to make the most sense out of it. You try to